Hello guys, this is JB, Drag Motocross Boss, and as you can tell, I haven't done that intro in months. I only do that intro if the video is really serious, which in this case, it is very serious, as you can see from the title, alright? Last night, I was doing a bit of streaming, alright? Stream up season and everything, and I noticed that Technoblade uploaded a video. I decided to peek at it on my phone to see what it was, and when I heard what happened, at first, I was like, is this true? Is this a joke or not? Don't mind this being off-centered, all right? I'm just going to get rid of this. Is it true? And when I watched the video, to my surprise, I found that it was true. Not too surprising because it was known that he had cancer, so not like super surprising, but definitely still had shockness into it, all right? Technoblade, actually, I should say this first. The death of this Minecraft YouTuber is probably affecting me more than the vast majority, or at least half of Technoblade's fans. All right? I will tell you one thing here. Not many people on YouTube are like this. All right? Not many people. But Technoblade was one of the few. I have watched, I'd say, it wouldn't even be an over-exaggeration. I probably saw at least over 1,000 YouTubers before. All right? And even the larger YouTubers, I liked watching some of their videos, right? But there were only 4 channels that came down as the best, that stood out most. All right? And one of them was Technoblade. I have hardly shared this in the past before, all right? I only said this in the live stream yesterday. But I have been going through, I went through rough patches towards the end of 2020, all right? Something about my personal life I don't share with many people, not even my family members, okay? Just a self thing, all right? I was feeling sad back then, all right? And I decided to go on YouTube. I saw Technoblade streaming. And I was like, I've heard of Technoblade, because of Technoblade versus Stream. Why don't I actually just pop onto the stream and check out who he is? And, in fact, I have to say, it shocked me. It shocked me how, when I first watched his videos, no offense to any Dream SMP YouTuber, but when I watched this man, I was like, oh my gosh, this guy is a million times better than Tommy Innit. No offense to all these other ones, but I'm just throwing out my opinion here. This man is better than Dream, better than Georgia Not Found, better than Quackity, whoever you can think of and list. I remember watching every single moment and minute of his Dream SMP streams. When it came to, I'm sorry if I'm being a little bit silent, I'm not the best with words here, okay? I'm not the best, even though, I'm not even going to say that because that'd be inappropriate. It'd be inappropriate to talk about myself in a video like this. That's why I didn't self-advertise. Let's get back to the subject here. I would watch every single minute of his streams when it comes to him just AFKing in his cottage, to him sneaking into Lamamberg, or, the rest of the area that he was banned from in the Dream SMP. Well, it was a part of the lore, technically. He literally wasn't hated by people. It was a part of the Dream SMP lore, all right? It was their little skit, all right? For those of you who don't understand. He was absolutely funny. Absolutely legendary and funny. He had this legendary personality. I hardly ever heard him complain. In fact, I was quite shocked. Actually, like I said, I'm bad with words. Let me trace back to what I need to say this first. I would even watch the moments of his streams where he would ring the bell and ask for channel members, and somehow that caught interesting to me. In fact, I even almost bought merchandise from him. And, well, you might be thinking, well, why are you mentioning that in this video? Well, I'm just going to say this. I have only bought one piece of merchandise from a YouTuber, and that was Dream, because there is the chance of, because, Dream said that I had a chance. Well, anyone who bought the shirt had a chance of being in a manhunt, and I really wanted to be in a manhunt. That's the only time I bought something. I didn't even buy stuff for my favorite YouTuber, Professor. Anyways, when Technoblade got arrested, his optimistic mood shook me. Now, I know it's Dream SMP lore, but I wouldn't be shook if Technoblade act like that IRL. Like if he gotten himself into a situation he didn't deserve to be in. Like, well, him getting into cancer is the best example I can give you. Like, in that as well, he was also positive. All right, looking at all the positives, thinking of ways to make jokes about it. And don't get the wrong end of the stick. I believe that people who have cancer have every single right to make jokes about cancer. If it makes them feel better. He was literally like thinking of jokes to say if he lost one arm. Not only is this guy's personality legendary, but he also was an absolutely extraordinarily amazing Minecraft player. I mean, lots of people even say it too. He was great. In the Dream SMP, whenever I'd watch him, I'd always think of this ultimate powerful guy in full enchanted netherite armor who will never die, even if he gets stripped of his armor. I remember watching the stream one time of him being captured by Tubbo and Quackity. I don't know. Yeah, Quackity was there. It was in the lore. Rambu was there as well as someone else like Fundy. They all like took him over and they're gonna execute him in the Dream SMP for Dream SMP lore. All right, and him getting out of it, like just made me feel great. Like he's this ultimate powerful guy that I'm always gonna root for. And his humor went along well with it too. Whenever he would make guest appearances, well, I shouldn't say guest. Whenever he make appearances in Tommy Innett's videos or Phil's videos, actually, I don't think Phil's did too many videos. Whenever he'd be there, I would just be absolutely excited. I am not kidding you. I would be absolutely jumping with joy. I'm sorry, I'm losing my words here. I would be like, oh my gosh, it's Technoblade, he's here. And he would say a lot of funny things. When Technoblade did the prison breakout stream, I was at my grandparents' house. It was 12:30 a.m. in the morning. And I was like, I'm going to watch this tomorrow. I'll watch a little bit now. I ended up watching the whole entire thing, and I was a little surprised that I ended up watching the entire thing. But I'm just saying that goes to show you how great of a content creator Technoblade was. There are so many people who are affected by your death. So many of your friends, so many of your family members, myself included. So many people are affected by this. And I want to say in words of sympathy, I think that's the word, or empathy, whatever that word is anymore. My vocabulary is not the biggest. I want you guys to stay strong. Don't let Technoblade affect you forever. Yes, it feels sad now, all right? But eventually, Like, I know this may be too soon for me saying this, but I'll say this for advanced. Be sure to stay strong, because Technoblade will. Most people want you to stay strong, so I couldn't find a reason to think that Technoblade wouldn't also want you to stay strong. Technoblade was one of the only YouTubers who inspired me. There's so many YouTubers out there, and he's the only YouTuber who inspired me. Who just joined? Okay, hold on. I'll pause. There's only 4 YouTubers that have inspired me, and I just released the video not too long ago, all right? Talking about the YouTubers that inspired me, and he was one of them. I need to pause the video again. Okay, there's not many more words that I have to say about Technoblade. All right, so I'm just going to finish this now. All right, I'm not even going to put up the talking picture because that would probably be inappropriate for this video as well. Technoblade was one of the only YouTubers who inspired me. His absolutely amazing personality, his positivity, his like drive to like upload content. I literally, as cringe as it may sound, sometimes in real life I'd like imagine myself being Technoblade. I wouldn't do like full role play like, you know, a younger kid would. But I would just sometimes just feel it in my bones, like feel like I'm holding a sword, and whenever I walk, I just feel like I'm just powerful. In fact, you may have seen in the Oddest Survival that I was taking after, like I was also going to be an anarchist in the lore for that server, not IRL, the lore. I even threw in a couple of his sayings. Whenever I was in the banned SMP months ago, I would feel like I was Technoblade, and I'd want to be Technoblade. I would want to be the one who's powerful. That's how inspiring this man was. No one deserves to pass away from cancer like this. No one deserves it. Especially not Technoblade. Later today, I'm going to be doing a stream, but the title and like, you know, some of it, you know, not the entire thing, because, you know, I'm eventually going to just, you know, want to like switch to something else. Not in rudeness for Technoblade, but it's a part of my ADHD, and, you know, I eventually have to switch to a different game just to get my mind occupied, and then I'll switch back to it. I don't even know why I'm mentioning this, but all I'm saying is I'm going to be building a layer of my base and dedicating it to a Technoblade memorial. All right? And I will try my best to work as much as I can at it this stream. All right? Like, it's not like I can control my ADHD, like, from my lack of motivation. Like, once I lose motivation, and I don't want to lose motivation, once I lose motivation, then I just start working way slower, and ideas don't come out as much as I want them. Like, what I'm saying is, when I lose motivation due to my ADHD and I need to switch to a different game, if I kept on playing Lumber Tycoon 2 and doing this, then, you know, I wouldn't have the best ideas, and, you know, it wouldn't be as good. So I want it to be as good as possible, all right? I don't want it to be sloppy or anything, because this man, this YouTuber, this legend deserves a legendary memorial made after him. I just want to say, I want you guys to pray for his family members, because I couldn't imagine being the mother, or the father in my case, because I'm a male, the father being affected by his son dying, or the siblings being affected by him dying. In fact, you just heard my speech right there. I said siblings. Before Technoblade, I would say siblings, but since he said siblings, it sounded so cool and he said it, and I started to take after him, and I started to say it as well. It goes to show you how much Technoblade has influenced me. He has also influenced a lot of other YouTube creators, and he was a legend. Technoblade, you may be gone, but you will never be forgotten. You are an absolute legend. Pray for the family that's going through this. They do not deserve to go through this. They do not deserve to be, and which will probably happen, to be constantly asked about the death of Technoblade. They do not deserve like all that attention if they don't want it. All right? And I just want to say one thing to you guys. Just try not to, if there's anybody who's asking questions, just don't ask them questions for like at least a month, maybe 2. I mean, yeah, they're like all the way over in California, I think. I don't know where they live. So I wouldn't be able to get to them, but I wouldn't anyway if I lived in California. I can't imagine how terrible the siblings feel. Like watching, like just witnessing their brother pass away at such a young age. At such a young age, too. He never will live to be an elder. And that is also really sad as well. Anyways, stream at 12:30 or 1. You know, I might be a little late because I got to go somewhere actually before my stream. So feel free to stop by. Do not make any bad jokes or anything like that, you know. Condolences for Technoblade. You know, I would really appreciate if you'd stop by and, you know, help me throughout this stream. And, you know, if we all just came together, like I'm talking mainly to my fans, if, you know, you'd leave good messages in the live stream chat, I'd really appreciate it. Rest in peace, Technoblade.